So I just got back from this event, and what is wrong with men? They have lost the art of approaching.
I'm not in the game of chasing men, okay? I believe in men pursuing women that they're interested in.
45 to 50% of men aged like 18 to 25 are scared to approach women nowadays.
When men stop approaching you, when you stop getting countless of just random DMs from men, you've made it. You've reached that girl level, the baddest of baddest.
We don't get approached by men. And it's happened like a handful of times.
I can't stand a man that acts like he doesn't understand what's expected of him off rip. And he will expect so many different things from you.
Men don't really approach women that much anymore for a lot of different reasons, I think. But personally, I want to be approached.
We need to stick to the status quo, which is men approaching women.
Stop telling me to go meet someone in the wild when I go in the wild and someone will be staring at me the whole entire night and won't come say hi.
Everybody wanted to know where the good men are, but let me just explain to you what's stopping these good men.
Just got back from this event, and what is wrong with men? They have lost the art of approaching. Like, if we make eye contact, and we make eye contact multiple times, that is your sign. That is your sign that I am interested, that the girlies are interested, and that is your sign for you to come up to us and talk to us, because that is the okay. What's funny is that my 50-year-old coworker was like, what's wrong with your generation? And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, your generation, the men in your generation are a bunch of pussies. And it's like, and I'm like, what? They're like, nobody approaches women. And so like when I approach women, it makes me look like a weirdo because women are not used to getting approached anymore. And I'm like, I don't know about that. No, you know what? He was right, because I witnessed that today. I was like, wow, I was at this event. So many fine men. I made eye contact so many times with this one guy. Kept fucking looking at me, and I kept looking at him. Nothing. It's like, okay, so like, you're not gonna say anything, bro? So like, do women have to do the approaching nowadays? Because that's not happening. If you think that's what's gonna happen, that's not what's gonna happen.
Don't speak no more. And okay. I think I
know too. You go. I know. You go ahead. I already know why.
No, for real. I think I know why.
Go ahead. Why?
Because I heard it plenty of times.
Okay.
Men don't speak no more because women have nasty ass attitudes. Like, and they hate rejection. You feel what I'm saying? That's why men don't fucking speak no more. Real talk, they don't speak. So now they feel like we have to speak to them.
That what
real
it
talk.
is?
They feel like.
When men stop approaching you, when you stop getting countless of just random DMs from men, you've made it. You've reached that girl level, the baddest of baddest of bitches. When you don't get approached by men. Yeah. When you have this intimidating aura of this woman who respects and loves herself, like this woman who, you can't play with her. Oh, I feel it from the way she speaks, how she is as a person, and that is when you know. It's honestly a really, good thing when you don't get approached. Yeah, period.
We need to stick to the status quo, which is men approaching women. Women should not be approaching men. I think men have lost the plot because they love to just use their excuses of, it's not worth the reward, or we're like gonna come off creepy. Like, you gotta get over that, or else you're literally gonna be single forever, and we all know that you don't want to be single forever. I also think that it's like crazy because I think sometimes men just think that like one day like a girl is just gonna like, they're gonna snap their fingers and like a girl's just gonna like end up in their house, and then like that's the girl that they're gonna get married to. And it's It's not that easy and it doesn't work that way. Like, you actually have to go out and do the work. You shouldn't be pushing 30 and like still not knowing what you want.
Stop telling me to go meet someone in the wild when I go in the wild and someone will be staring at me the whole entire night and won't come say hi. How many more times is that going to happen? How many more times am I going to be in the bar, playing pool, at the coffee shop, on a walk, and I will be staring down another person who is staring me down, smiling across the table, whatever, and you don't come say hi? Oh my gosh. What am I meant to do, you guys? Am I gonna have, like, we always have to make the first move or something? Because, like, oh my...
And a man that acts like he doesn't understand what's expected of him off rip. And he will expect so many different things from you. That's the funny part about this. Oh my God. Dating in this climate is just so freaking funny because men will expect a laundry list of things from you. You know, they expect you to come dressed to the nines, you know, looking pretty and ready to listen to whatever they want to rant about or talk about and talk about themselves the whole time. Yet, when you ask for something as simple as like opening up a door, or you shouldn't even have to ask for that, flowers, or for them to buy you something that you like, it's crickets. It's crickets. It's like you're speaking a foreign language to them. And I'm done. I'm about to start exclusively dating women.
Men don't really approach women that much anymore for a lot of different reasons, I think. But personally, I want to be approached. I would love to meet someone in real life versus online. And as long as it's a respectful approach, I'm always going to be nice. Even if I'm not interested, I'm never going to be rude to the guy. But I think as women, we have to give a signal that we are interested before most men will feel like it's okay to like actually approach you. Personally, I'm not going to approach a man. That's not me, but I will make it clear that I'm interested. I will pretty much give him an open invitation to approach me through eye contact, smiling at him, physically like getting closer to him in whatever vicinity that we're in. And if he doesn't take that invitation, then I would just assume he's taken or he doesn't have the confidence to come up to me, which just means he's not for me. I'm going to try harder to meet people in real life.
My proof that I think that the population is going to slowly decline because I am in a room of like 100 men and not one of them has approached. I just think men this day and age don't want to date.
5 to 50% of men aged like 18 to 25 are scared to approach women nowadays. Like, they mainly reported they're worried they're gonna come off as like creepy or gross, which I guess is why we have more of a shift to dating apps like Hoppy or Hinge. I guess like on both sides, people feel like you can get to know a person a little bit better than having some sort of like awkward interaction in person. Also, there's less risks, which makes sense. I mean, it's good that we have options, like you can use the dating apps, or if you're a little bit more confident, you can approach someone in person, but it is kind of crazy. Like, half the men out there don't want to go up to a girl. I don't know, it's kind of...
Eye contact isn't a contract, and men aren't obligated to approach because you looked at them twice. If women want traditional male pursuit, they also understand why so many men stop playing that game. You can't have it both ways.
But let me just explain to you what's stopping these good men from getting with you. This idea that a man should come along and take you as you are. He should accept you for who you are, how you feel, how you think, what you do, and he shouldn't question that. He should embrace it, right? That's what you want. But that man wasn't good enough to be with you, to get with you, until he did all the work. He had to become this amazing provider, which means he needed to put in extra work and effort towards his career, maybe his education. Maybe he had to really put in the work for a grind, whatever he was doing. But until he can provide a lavish lifestyle, you didn't think he was worth much of anything. You want to make sure that you have a man who's making solid, sound decisions. You want him to stay far away from all these girls in these streets where he can get somebody pregnant and have all these children out of wedlock, because you want to be the one.
A man who protects his dignity isn't scared of women. He simply decided that chasing someone who doesn't respect his approach isn't worth it.
Man, right? But you don't want to do any work. Do you know why your grandmothers back in the day were able to get these men when they were young? That's because they spent their entire life being raised and taught how to be a good woman, how to make sound decisions, what men cared about. See, we frown upon that now. You call it misogynistic. But no matter what name you put on these things, it's not going to change that you can't control what a man is going to find attractive and what a man is going to pursue. You just can't. So you have two choices. Get on board and start putting in the work now, or be okay being single. The choice is always yours.
Prediction is hilarious. She wants male attention to validate her attractiveness, but then says having no male attention proves she's the baddest. You can't celebrate men disappearing and then complain when men stop approaching. Pick one.
Does not exist anymore. The art of proper courting a woman does not exist anymore.
I agree.
Yeah. And I just want to feel
like
desired.
A girl, feminine. I want to feel like the feminine energy, not the masculine energy.
And I'll tell you this. I want to feel like if he has me, his eyes aren't wandering, if there's something better. I want him to be like, whoa, you are it. That's fucking amazing. And that's it. I just want to, you know what I want? My type of guy, call me back. That's all I want.
No, wait, they call you back.
Okay, so I'm actually writing a book about a lot of the things that you just said. And the energy, I think, to give off to get that, because it is rare, but it's out there, is you are lucky to be in my presence. We've known each other since we were 12. Give off that energy. Like, if you go away from me, like, you don't get access to this.
Yes.
You don't get access to this personality. You don't get access to these boobs. You don't get access to this witty, funny, charming personality.
He wants men to accept all the risk while women sit back and judge the approach, but men aren't machines programmed to pursue forever. If the reward doesn't justify the risk, walking away is a rational decision, not a failure of masculinity.
Are born hunter-gatherers. They are literally the lion looking for prey. And if you're just the gazelle that walks into his mouth, he's not going to want it because he didn't have to work for it. He didn't have to try for it. There's no effort that he had to put in. And I want to be a sprinting gazelle. I don't want to walk right in there.
And this is the thing. I have to say that Sistine and I were very masculine in our career. So we're very much someone that loves to be go-getters. We love to plan things. We are the loudest usually in the room with our friends. We have the most jokes. We like to just hold an audience. But when it comes to a relationship, we want that to be taken away from us and have a guy be in control. And so I think that's been the hardest part, is a lot of these guys that we go on dates with, they forget the balance and the dynamic, and they kind of give it to us. And unfortunately,
the entitlement is crazy. She sees a man, expects him to approach, and then gets frustrated when he doesn't. Maybe he's not interested, maybe he's cautious, or maybe he simply doesn't want to chase. Men are allowed to choose peace over pursuit.
Court anymore. Let's go. The reality is that modern feminism in a lot of ways had us as women take a gamble, and we lost. We took the bait that being sexually promiscuous and having no standards and no self-respect was cool and in. We decided that we would give men access to our bodies and our time and our energy without them having to put in any effort. We have allowed men to do the bare minimum for so long, and we still give them benefits that they don't deserve. And so now men are following suit, and we are confused as to why this is happening. It's okay to want a man to lead and support you, but you have to understand that we collectively as women set the tone. So if the tone of the dating market is that all women are easy now and that men can pretty much get whatever they want and do whatever they want and still get access to us, then that's what the majority of men are going to do. There are plenty of men who are good men.
He wants traditional treatment while treating men's expectations like they're unreasonable. You can't demand a man perform the role of provider before you've even established trust, loyalty, or compatibility. That's not romance, that's a transaction.
Are women, but even those men, if they are single and there are women out there that are throwing it at them, they're gonna catch it. So just ask yourself, what kind of woman are you, and are you contributing to the problem? Are you the kind of woman who is allowing men to be low vibrational and contributing to this idea that all women have low standards and that men can do the bare minimum and get away with it? Or Or are you a woman who's leading by example and challenging other women around you to do the same by operating from a place of self-dignity, self-respect, values, standards, strong boundaries, a woman who knows her worth? Before we start whining and complaining about what they aren't doing.
This is actually the most realistic take we've heard. She doesn't demand that every man approach her, she gives him an opening and accepts that he might still say no. That's how it should work. Invitation, choice, and mutual interest instead of entitlement.
To guys chasing girls. No, like seriously. I love asking couples and friends that I come across on how they met their boyfriend, and literally every freaking person just says, oh, on a dating app. What the hell happened? What happened to guys like being so obsessed with a girl that they see? They have an instant connection, and then girls play hard to get, and then the guy does anything in his power to win that girl over. Where the hell are these stories? Like, my dad chased my mom for so long, and literally every single one of my friends, especially the European ones, all of their dads chased their moms. I literally never hear these stories anymore. It's so
Six is really wondering why men don't approach them.
Are you guys single?
Yes, sadly.
So you are meeting guys at bars and clubs, and they are coming up and talking to you.
No, guys do not come up to girls. I don't know who's teaching y'all.
That part. Would you prefer that guys walked up to you?
Yes, but like it depends. It's gotta be a good line. It's gotta be a good line. It's gotta be a really strong line.
I think a guy walking up to you talking about, "Hi, how are you? My name is Joe. What's good?" is a good line.
Yes.
Like, what's good? Yes. And what's your name?
If they notice that you're interested, like if we're making eye contact in the classroom or something, if a random guy just comes up to you out of nowhere and you weren't like giving him the signs that like you wanted him to, like that can be.
At this point, I don't know what to say about the dating market. They want guys to come up to them, but at the same time, they got videos online saying that men ain't shit, that they're creeps, they don't want to be approached by men, we don't need men in this world. And then on the other hand, they want to be approached and they're wondering why. You're with your friend. We keep thinking, yo, we're going to go up there, be called a creep, or your friend's going to speak like, nah, yo, she don't want you. Or if I buy you a drink, I got to buy her a drink. The expectations are ridiculous. At this point, the women should just come up to the men like, yo, if you like it, if you like me, just say what's up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we got to give you the signs. Oh, it depends. If my back is turned, don't come up to me. There's so much, like, you got to climb up so many hills to get a number. And I don't even know who this lady is at the bottom. Just freaking, what's good? What's good? That's a good line. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? And the other chick, oh, he got to come with a good line. Yo, why can't I just be like, hey, what's up? I saw you from across the room. I'm Jay, blah, blah, blah. It's never that simple. You know what I'm saying? Having to buy your friends drinks or hear scrutiny from them if they don't like me. They speak for the chick that you trying to talk to. It's a mess, man. Like, it's not even the same no more. And it's not even worth it, honestly. And like nowadays, you could buy ass from a chick for less than what dinner costs with no commitment if you look hard enough. So I don't know what these chicks talking about. Things got to change if you want shit to go back to old. These women ain't even traditional women, so there's no point about being a traditional man. And that pretty much sums it up. When you out there dating, you need a hell of a sign for even me to think about coming up to you just to make you turn around like, yeah.